What is up, everybody? Anthony here, and in today's video we are unboxing A Nightmare on Elm Street, the 4K set, the full collection with steelbooks, and this is something that I've been waiting for a long time. I, of course, love the 1999 DVD set that I still have, and I have the first one on 4K from the release last year, and it was a great transfer, but I never really had great upgrades for the rest of the films. So while I know there's not crazy features on these 4Ks or new things to see, there's some, but it's not loaded with new features. A lot of it is brought over. So the biggest thing here is owning them in a higher quality and having them 4K physically. So this was something I had to get. I know it's sold out on Amazon. There's rumblings that there may or may not be more pressings. Who knows? Of this specific set. I know that the standard edition is still available and you can get it if you don't really want something like this taking up a lot of space, because let's face it, if this is on a shelf, it's taking up a lot of space. So there's some people that just prefer to get the standard and they can just put it right on their 4K shelf, no worries. I'm a big fan of the steelbooks and steelbook artwork, so when I saw that these were steels, I was like, I gotta have it. And today I got this package from Amazon, and thankfully it is in good shape. I don't see any actual damage. Hopefully there won't be when we open this up. All right, so we're gonna open this up here. There we go. That just came down like that. It's a box within a box here, but I like that because it's actually secured. All right, so there we go. We got a box inside a box. So that's the one fear that I had with this collection, is whether or not there was going to be, just thrown into a box and get damaged. But thankfully, Amazon seems to be packaging these safely. So yeah, now let's go see what's inside. What's in the box? All right, I'm gonna carefully open this here. There we go. Okay, very good packaging. I like this. All right, there it is, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Remove the box here. Look at that. These are kind of indents, as you can see here. They're part of the package. No initial damage though. This looks pretty damn good. Even the bottom looks good here. So yeah, there's the artwork on the back, kind of shows you. And yeah, this has everything. Doesn't have Freddy vs. Jason, but again, I can see Arrow putting that out because they just put out Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X. So yeah, this is something where, again, just part of what the fans wanted was this on 4K. I know, people are saying Friday the 13th should be next, but we recently got that put out on Blu-ray, and I feel like that Scream Factory release was, pretty much handled pretty well, in my opinion. Now, of course, there could be better things about it, but this for a long time just got really crappy treatment as far as home releases on Blu-ray in that era. All right, so we're going to see if we can carefully open this here. There we go. And it's cool that the Nightmare on Elm Street's engraved on there. That's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. All right, so let's just open this up. There's the back, which way we can actually leave on there. All right. So this slides off. This kind of sits on top and it goes around. So obviously you'd want to keep this. So there's that. It just has all the movies. It just shows the back cover and all that stuff. And here's the steelbooks. Something's going on with my Nightmare on Elm Street 2 on the spine there. If you can kind of see that. Looks very interesting. We'll have to pull that out and check. So there's the front of the steels once you lift off the cover. Here's the side. There's the back. And here's the other side. Now, some people weren't fans of like the sweater design. I still think it's pretty cool. I do like the holes on the side. The biggest thing is the steelbooks, right? So that's the main meat and potatoes of the set. So let's check out the Steelbooks. All right, so let's get into part one. And as you can see, these Steelbooks are kind of like matted. They're not really like glossy, but I do like that a lot. And I just think with the aesthetic, with the original posters, these are just killer. Because they could have went about this a few different ways and put out different artwork on here, but I'm happy they didn't. Some of the back artwork on some of these, you could say, okay, maybe they could have picked a different picture. There you go, inside. It's very similar to the last 4K Steelbook release of this, where you got Freddy in the boiler room. Very perfect for the first film. Now, this is the second film. This is where I actually have the slit on the spine for whatever reason. Don't know why it's there. Could have been with packaging and whatnot, but there you go. You have the poster. And these were how the posters were originally, drawn up, obviously, without logos on it, without, banners or anything like that. And I do like that. I like that they're clean in that way. And you have Jesse with the glove on in the back. Always love this artwork as well. Very cool. And again, the case that these sit in are nice and sturdy and secure. Look at that. That's fucking killer. One of my favorites right there, Dream Warriors, with them walking on the glove, and Welcome to Primetime Bitch right on the back. So, not bad at all. And you got Freddy standing there. So, again, very simple inside artwork, usually what you would see in a typical Steelbook, but just the way these look on the front, I can't get over that. And look at that. Because even though it's matted, some of the elements kind of glow a little bit, as you can see, like the blades on Freddy's glove and little moments of that, and little bits of the Steelbook just pop very well. And there you go. There's the inside of that. Freddy eating the spicy meatballs, so to speak. And look at this. Dream Child, even though it's not an amazing film, the uncut version is on this set, and you just get some really cool artwork with that. And there you go. There's the inside of the Dream Child. There you go. And one of my favorites right here as far as artwork, look at that, man. Freddy's dead. Now, like I said, this is kind of my wheelhouse as far as Steelbooks. You got Alice Cooper on the back, which is killer. And of course, the 3D glasses. But yes, all these Steelbooks that are in kind of what I love to collect. If you love Steelbooks, man, you're going to love this set when you get it in. And there you go, New Nightmare, which doesn't get a lot of love nowadays, but I still like this movie. It's not the best, but I still like it. Still really enjoy it. And it's cool that we finally have it on 4K. And you got the tongue coming out of the phone there with Heather. So there you go. And those are all the Steelbooks. Oh, shit, look at this. Certificate of Authenticity. And my number is 1,448 out of 15,000. So whether or not they do more of this, I guess we'll see. But it's a pretty low count. Back in the day, they would have done a higher print of these. But, I don't know what their deal is with that. But there you go. All in all, the quality of this set is actually really well done. Warner Brothers did a good job at making this feel like a sturdy set. You know what I mean? I like the inside design with the soft layered case, and then you have the hard shell on the back here. Wish there was a Freddy design on the spine. Maybe I'm just spoiled from, the 1999 set. It would have been cool if we had something similar to this, but again, I understand they wanted to probably switch it up a little bit. But as far as the artwork of the Steelbooks, again, you really can't beat it. I think they did a great job with the presentation. Now, maybe I can come back in a different video and let you guys know how the transfer is specifically for each film and kind of rank it overall. But as far as packaging, I don't have any complaints. I would just say that, a lot of people just prefer to get, the standard edition. With this, it does take up a lot of space on your shelf. So if you're a collector like me, as you can see, it's a lot to add this in with everything else. Obviously, like any other collector, we make room for the stuff we love. So there's always room for something like this on the shelf. But very happy that this got to me okay. Hopefully everybody else gets theirs soon if it got delayed or anything like that. The Night of the Living Dead Steelbook was also delayed for some of us as well. But thankfully this came in okay. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos like this, just kind of other, physical media, gaming stuff that comes on this channel. Take care. Hope everyone likes the video. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time.